Okay.
Deep breath.
The question of the night is, does your character have any biases for or against certain races?
Oh my god.
Oh no! All right, you bunch of carnies. Are you racist?
Walker
Oh,
firmly believes that all dolls have the potential to come to life,
okay.
and so treats all of them with the same like courtesy that like he would treat others, which is like minimal, but it's still there. So it's not really like a species that he's biased like against. More, it's an inanimate object type that he is biased for.
Yeah, and the question is for or against. So this doesn't necessarily have to be like, what are you racist against? Like, if there's like a particular race that your character's like, fuck yeah, love those guys.
Also, we all know Nagas are slippery and you can't trust them to do the games right, so whatever.
Maz is secretly super infatuated with orcs, like half orcs, and then just really thinks that halflings are weird and gross. They look funny.
Says the goblin.
Yeah,
The goblins got a thing for the big
they
lady.
look weird. God.
Giant woman. All right.
Why you gotta phrase it like that?
I think she may not completely be aware of it, but I think Braz definitely thinks goblins are like obviously super cool. But I don't think there's any other like races or anything that feels like, oh, well, they suck. Just kind of thinks everybody's got
Fair.
their own cool things about them.
Fair. All right, Grotus.
Oh, Grotus doesn't hate anybody. He got an affinity for the rat folk,
Mm.
and now more recently Shoonies.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Shuni is a very easy one to go with here. Yeah, gotta
I
love
mean,
those guys.
everybody likes Shoonies. You can't hate Shoonies. You hate Shoonies, there's something fucking wrong with you. There's a special place in hell for people who don't like Shoonies.
Real.
But also, rat folk are underrated and pretty dope.
You know, with Grotus, I was sitting there. I was like, it's either gonna be chill with everybody, or it's gonna be like a 2 minute long like bleep sequence.
Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that the Leshies are responsible for all the wars?
The Leshies.
They're responsible for all the wars. They control the printing presses.
They have an underground shadow government network.
Yeah, they do. They have their fucking Mike and Encilia just sharing information about each other.
There you go. There you go.
The goblins run all the banks, but they do a pretty straight job, and they're stand-up folk.
Oh,
Man,
thanks.
I just love the idea of like a conspiracy theorist guy in like Pathfinder universe with like, you know, their whole like take on like the globalist cabal is like some mycelial network leshy shit.
I think
And
it's
then-
even better that it's coming from a monk.
Yeah, and then he sounds like he's about to go on some anti-Semitic goblin rant, and then it just veers hard into, actually, I really respect what they've done for our financial sector, and I think they're great.
Look, we only skim a little off the top.
Just what we are due.
Yeah.
It's just compensating heirs for their own miscounting.
It's just this very squat, very red, like dwarf Alex Jones.
The healing potions at the temple are free. You don't know this, but you can take as many as you want. I have 360,000 minor healing potions in my own house.
The Leshies are turning the yay!
amphibodes are gay, and I don't like it.
Oh man. All right.
Are you sure you should have gone live before this?
Oh boy. All right. Well, here is where we were. If anybody remembers what we got up to last time to get us here in this
No.
donut of a room.
We're in the. This is the Aeon Tower.
Yes, we are in an
Yeah,
Aeon
we're
Tower.
in the Aeon Tower. We made choices. All choices have consequences, and now
Yep,
we're in the
they
Aeon
sure do.
Tower.
They sure do.
Oh yeah, weren't we like just about to go into a battle even though we're all kind of hurting?
You have me with you. Don't worry.
Or did we just finish a battle?
You just finished.
Okay, we finished the battle with the things that crawled down the wall, right?
Yeah, and you guys did some
Okay.
dealings with each other and stuff. Yeah, we
Got
cleared out
it,
this
got it.
room. But yeah, so you're in the middle of mounting an assault on this Aeon Tower. You know, there's you guys. There's this troop of folks from the town nearby here that came along with you that were going in a different direction to get into the tower, since you guys kind of went in this back secret entrance of sorts. Yeah, there's still some areas that you haven't gone and explored. There was the big room at like the base of the tower that had all the mirrors in it. That kind of like when you were in the light, that all the mirrors went off of, you were able to fly. There were some staircases off of that room you guys hadn't gone up yet. But you guys did go up the shaft in the middle.
Yeah, I think we intentionally went the way that required flying because our other goblin companion can't fly.
Yeah, and you guys like carried her up with you. Yeah. So yeah, you guys went up the shaft, and found this room up here, which appears to be, there is kind of like a central room, but you're not quite sure how any, like, aside from like the flying, um, which only seems to affect, people who had some kind of Aeon blessing, because, Asho couldn't fly. So you're not quite sure how whoever was using this room got in here, unless, they somehow got a blessing, or if they have some other method they're using to get in here. You're not sure.
They're a witch.
They're a witch.
They're rock climbing.
Yeah.
Levitator.
But yeah, there's there's the orb that's way up at the top, but yeah, otherwise there's these other parts up those staircases that you haven't gone yet. Otherwise, it's just kind of going back down the shaft and exploring those from where we are.
And we made blood splatters of everything here, so we need to still continue moving up, right?
Yeah, you guys haven't run into whoever was in charge of this place. Like when you interviewed the one gal who was like the one in charge of the distillery that you rescued. She had mentioned that like the one in charge is some creature named Thessica, and evidently has some sort of interesting powers. And like you run into some weird shit, like the lizards that you fought in here that climbed down had clearly been like mutated somehow, probably by Thessica, you assume. But you haven't run into Thessica herself.
Well, I guess what do we think is best? Should we like actually search this fish? Or do we go up to the tippy top and try and take the orb before they realize we're in here?
Yeah, I think we grab the stash and get the fuck out, because usually when we do that, it causes, like a boom wave that knocks out anything.
Yeah, and then
generally
we can loot
depowers
the
the
bodies
bad.
after.
Yeah, it depowers where the fuck they're up to, so we should probably do that first, right?
Wait. But if we do that, we don't get to do any murder.
We've done some.
It would cause murder by us doing it. So it's like we're causing mass murder.
Without having to lift her.
I'm not sold, but I'll give it a try.
Okay. I'll buy you a popsicle if it doesn't make you happy.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are going up the shaft then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so you guys decide to float up the rest of the shaft, which is, like another 150 feet-ish vertically, taking Asho along with you. And you get up to the top, and there's not really as much of like a platform up at the top of this particular tower like there was as some of the other ones. It's like fairly small, and this tower is pretty much still intact, like compared to like the last one you guys were at, which was like missing like a top chunk of it. But you get up there and you feel like the warmth of the Aeon orb up here as you get close, and you kind of feel that sense of recognition that you've felt at some of the other Aeon towers before. And you feel yourself discovering something new. Another of these resonant reflections is bestowed upon you to add to the ones you already have. Which, why doesn't this give me what it is? The other one's gay. That's not the right one. Find. They usually give me a drag and droppable thing I can just put into your notes, but for some reason it lists the name of it but doesn't have anything linked to it. So it doesn't have anything to drop. Let me look up what this is supposed to be. Oh, here it is. Alright. I'm going to have to write this up manually so it's in everybody's thing, but I'll do that later. But reflection of light is this one, which makes it so your eyes are imbued with an inner light that is not visible externally, but that provides you with dark vision and the ability to distinguish color in darkness. You can also focus this inner light to manifest as a brilliant beam of energy from your eyes. So once per day, you can cast Searing Light as an innate divine spell, heightened to a spell level equal to half your level rounded up.
Wow.
We got eye beams.
You got fucking eye beams.
That's awesome. We got regeneration. We got eye beams. Man, we're climbing up the list.
Right?
We'll do so much more.
We're gonna
with
be
this.
Superman soon.
See, let me just copy paste this into. Where the hell did they move notes to?
Roz, think how cool your fire show is gonna be if you can also use eye beams.
Oh, here it is. They renamed player notes.
Fire out of my eyes.
Yeah.
All right. Let me. Reflection.
People will practically throw money at you.
I hope not, because it'll catch on fire.
Not if it's gold.
We don't know how hot my eye beams are getting.
Well, it is Searing Light, which is. Let me get the details here. You shoot a blazing ray of light tinged with holy energy. 5d6 fire damage. If the target is a fiend or undead, you deal an extra 5d6 good damage, or radiant damage, basically. The fire damage increases by 2d6 for each level of heightened that it is. So that is... Those are some potent beams. Holy shit. Because if it's half your guys' level rounded up, you guys are 11, so it'd be 5.
Mm, 6.
Or 6. Yeah, 6. So you'd have... And that's a level 3 spell.
Don't be shorting me on that 1 damage.
Yeah.
We take our dice very seriously here.
Clearly. Alright, I have a little note for it. Let me just drop this into people's list of resonant reflections here. Ba-doop, there's one. And there, Grotus. Notes. Miscellaneous. Light. Bunker. Notes. Miscellaneous. Light. Oh, and Braz, if you look in your notes tab in that same like miscellaneous tab,
I already found Scorch's sheet in there.
yeah, I just put that in there. So whenever it's like, you should just be able to like use that sheet for that stuff, and like roll their attacks and whatnot from there if we got to do that stuff. And then yeah, I already fixed all of your throwables,
I
so
saw.
now now he'll actually hit stuff.
Oh my god.
I was just looking at that and I was like, why is that so different? Like everybody else is like plus like 24 or 26 whatever for hits, and yours is like 4, and I'm like, I think something in there is not right.
It was either the math or Braz was just really distracted by her pickles.
I guess so. But otherwise, from up here, I mean, you have a really good view up here, aside from getting the nice little blessing from the orb. You kind of look down the tower, and you can see it looks like the other group of folks that came along with you from the village. You can see them down on like the other front terrace there. They're all like fighting whatever those crystal golem things or whatever that were down there. So they seem to be having a time. You can't see like quite the best because that's like 300 feet below you, but they're going at it from that direction. But otherwise, there doesn't really seem to be anything else up here. It seems the other parts of this tower may be where to look.
There's no stone for us to steal. Now we get to do murder.
Diddly herder. All right, cowbunga dudes down the hole.
All right. So you head back down the shaft past the kind of central room here in the middle of the tower, all the way down to the bottom, back to all of the mirrors, the big mirror room at the bottom. Let me get that map up here just so you can see it. Lower level. Let me put you guys in there. Oz. Gertis. Scorch. Okay. There we go. All right, back down in the mirror room.
So we just went up.
Yeah, you guys, like, in the middle of this room, there was a shaft on the ceiling. You guys floated up that. But there is also the staircases in the northwest and the northeast that both go upwards.
Okay. Well, guys, left or right?
Let's go left.
Left. As I
Okay.
point right.
All right. As you point right. All right. Well, let me get you.
Directions are hard.
Yep. Let me get you guys. I guess I didn't really need to move you guys down here because we're just back up on the other map in a different spot now.
Yeah, Moog. God.
It's okay. It's
Wasting all of our
immersive.
time.
It's immersive. This is the journey.
You must watch yourselves step.
All right. So you come up these stairs here. They rise a decent ways.
Share the map.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I got to reshare the map. There we go.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. All right, so the stairway rises through the floor and comes out into this 20-foot high chamber. And you see there is one opening here leading to the south. The stairway doesn't have any railings or anything on the way up. It's just an open stone stairway with a shaft in the middle. You see
And
near
an OSHA violation.
Yeah, it is kind of an OSHA violation up in here. Let me unlock tokens here. There is a pile of thick goop near the stairs that appears to have the skeletons of a couple Zolgaths in it.
Burns.
That are within this goop here. And there's just kind of a faint, acrid stench in the room.
About to get oozy.
Yeah, somehow I think there's something in here that might want to eat us. 'Cause I guess if you're hungry enough to eat something stinky like Zolgath, you'll take anything. Even Grotus.
They try to digest me with a touch, you acid butt.
Are you doing anything else in this particular room, or heading south?
Nothing much. I mean, do we want to investigate these greasy spots?
Yeah, you can. Roll, if you're doing so, roll a... yeah, I guess maybe like do like a medicine check. Okay. All right. So you take a look at the remains of these Zolgaths in here, and it seems that they have been like the substance that's around them. Like you're not exactly 100% sure what it is, but it seems like it's some kind of like resin or something. Like it's almost got kind of like an amber quality to it. It's kind of a strange material. Um, and it and it has this kind of faint. Well, not it's not so faint, but it has like that this kind of acrid scent to it as well. But it doesn't seem to have any sort of uh, like it's not like actively it doesn't like actively eat your hand or whatever if you like touch it or anything like that. Um, but yeah, some sort of strange resin like substance.
Gross.
Well, if it hates Zolgas, we might not need to murder it super hard if we can get around it.
Well, let's go find something we can murder.
Yeah.
All right. So you begin heading down the hallway to the south, which extends for quite a ways before turning sharply at a right angle to the east. And as you kind of proceed down this way, the hallway again kind of seems to be a bit overgrown by vines and uh, tangled roots and things, kind of like it was in the shaft that you guys came in at the bottom of this bottom of the tower, where it's all just kind of overgrown with vines and things. So you get to this kind of southern central chamber where Maz's token is at right now, and this is like pretty much entirely obscured by profusions of vines. Their path continues to the east, in the hallway there, and there's also an opening to the south, which seems to go outside. You can kind of see the sunlight kind of coming in through some of the leaves and vines and things out that direction.
Well, we'll go.
Yeah. We'll go. We'll boldly go
To the south or to the east?
to the south.
To the south.
Yeah, to the south.
Okay. All right. So
I don't like the way he said all right.
you head to the south.
Didn't ask if we were sure, so it's fairly safe.
That doesn't necessarily mean we're safe.
So you head out, or you head out this pathway, and this opens out to kind of a terrace, which is somewhat similar to some of the other towers that you've been to, where like this seems to be the other the other this is like the front door, it seems, of the tower, where usually you'd like go outside, you'd go up those like lower uh kind of plateaued areas and then up some stairs, and then it would connect to this terrace, and then you'd go in here. This would be like the normal way in. As you step out into this high balcony, you look over like the wide expanse of the Swardlands, and you again see the other part of your party down kind of switchbacked stone stairs on the wall below you, still working on whatever that golem thing down there is. And as you're standing out here, oops, let me get right here. 1 second. There we go. There's you. There's Scorch. So as you're standing out here, you hear kind of an odd sound, kind of coming from around you. And it's almost this like this kind of strange it's a mix of like the sound of, you know, stone scraping against itself, but also this kind of like strange kind of liquid sound. And Grotus, you see coming out basically of the stone, just to the east of you. Let me get them to show on the map. There we go. A Zulgath kind of rises up out of the stone, almost like it's liquid for them. And unlike the other Zulgaths you have seen, their hide and their bones seem to be laced with like veins of minerals and stone, and they're wearing this headdress that's appears to be made from the skull of some like great lizard, and armor constructed of ribs and bony plates, and there's various bottles and pouches and other strange little things hanging from her wrists and her waist. And she kind of stares at you with these black eyes. There's a picture of her. I have a picture of her. Where is she? There she is. Yeah. Send picture. Yep. There we go.
Oh,
Teresa or whatever her name
It's
is.
too ugly. It was Thessica.
Yeah, Teresa, that's what I said.
So as she's like appearing out of the ground here next to you guys, she opens her mouth and like speaks in this really rough, common tongue at you all, and is like, "Oh, you are the ones getting in the way of my plans."
Well, they're kind of terrible plans, so it wasn't that hard.
Yeah, get better plans.
Also, we get in the way of a lot of people's plans, so don't feel special.
Yeah, that's kind of our thing.
You will not undo our rise. You may have interfered with these towers, but more plans are already in motion.
Cool. You can tell us all about those in just a minute when you're on the edge of death.
maybe even after.
Yeah, that's true. I can just summon your spirit, and then you have to deal with us again.
I think not. And she reaches onto her belt here, and you see her grab a alchemical bomb of some kind. And she raises her hand to lob it in your direction. Everybody roll them up. Oh boy, lag spike. Lag spike.
What am I rolling?
Initiative. Yeah, I should have said initiative.
I wasn't sure if it was like something to evade or.
All right. So she casts. As you guys are rolling here, this alchemical bomb that she throws at all of you She kind of throws it into the middle of all of you. And it strikes the ground. And let me roll that up here. And plus, let's see. That would hit all of you with that roll. I didn't roll it. Oh, there, what the? There we go. Oh, there we go. Now it's rolling everybody properly. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, 40, 46, 29, 49, 22. Yeah, okay. So this hits everyone. And this is it appears to be some kind of earth elemental alchemical bomb. So it strikes the ground and it makes like all of the stone around it emanating from where it strikes, like does these waves, and like an earth smash cascade coming out of here. Everybody who, let's see, did it roll? Let's see, who's critical? Maz, you're critical. Scorch is critical. And Grotus and Honker. Everybody but Braz, it looks like. Braz and Asho. Everybody but Braz and Asho. Roll a fortitude save. Okay. So Grotus, you're knocked prone. So this knocks you off your feet. The other
Just
two,
another Tuesday for him.
the other two, Maz, Honker, you guys are fine. You manage to keep your balance even if it does get pretty wavy there for a moment. But yeah, knocks you prone. Let me get this in the turn order properly. Okay, and looks like we start off with Grotus, even though they are prone. So, Grotus, you're on the ground.
And I'm gonna stumbling stance capoeira leg twist thing from the ground on up into a crabman fighting stance and just start wailing on her.
Okay.
For your blows. Well, I guess my getting up is a stumbling feint, so I'll roll that. Get deceived, bitch.
All right. That is not quite enough.
All right, then just regular old stumbling strikes. Here they come. In a flurry. Yoicks. I needed one of those to hit. Oh well.
Damn. All right. Off
That's
to a
much
rough start. I mean, you did just get knocked off your feet, so.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to Braz. New and improved.
Indeed. And
Your bombs feel stronger now.
yeah,
Somehow.
and I'm gonna throw some at this bitch. I'm gonna throw some thunderstone at her. Okay, we gotta get these bad rolls out of the way.
Indeed. As you're throwing these alchemical bombs, she kind of easily dodges out of the way, and you can. It's difficult to tell just because of like the difference in biology and whatnot, but you kind of feel them laughing at you, like they seem to know their shit with alchemical bombs, and they saw that as kind of pathetic.
Oh, now I'm full of rage.
All right, is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Maz.
The I am gonna get closer to her. And then using my brilliant rapier.
Mm-hmm. It's a hit.
Extra stab.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Nice.
And do it again.
Another one. Nice.
What kind of a name is that?
A good question. Nice, nice. Good damage. All right.
And then, because I moved, I think that's it.
Yep, that's it. That's all three. Okay. Hunker.
Okay. Well, as always, I will say, oh, I'm not stoned enough yet. Come up with a good encouraging joke. But I will, so I will shout out, oh man, I'm not stoned enough to come up with something encouraging. So it inspires courage on everybody. And it inspires defense. And then I'll move over this.
See, but that actually was pretty great because, since she has like stone powers, that you not being stoned enough, that still works.
Oh my god, I
Oh.
didn't even catch that.
So nice job. Boom, there we go. All right.
Although, now that you say that, that might piss her off a lot. She might really want to get at Hunker now.
All right, and
Right,
Hunker,
that's my turn.
so Hunker, as you move like over to this edge here, you're able to see, because like there was this kind of outcropping around the door here that you guys came out of. You're able to see a little bit better up the side of the tower, and from where you are, you see one very odd looking Zolgath. You're not quite sure what's up with them. You assume probably some sort of augmentation has been done to this thing, but they are like,
Well, didn't we already find out that there was something that was done to some of the Zolgas?
yep, yeah, and you know this from stuff that you heard from the foreman of the distillery that you guys rescued.
Yeah.
This one is like dripping weird yellow ooze off of itself. It's like this thick, viscous yellow ooze.
Is it the same ooze we saw?
It might be.
Oh.
Not the viscous ooze.
Oh no.
Oh, Norm. All right. Asho. All right, so Asho's here in the dorm. Asho will target Thessica. So Asho loads both of her hand crossbows and yells, "For the Swardlands!" and misses. At least it had heart, though.
Yeah.
The Swordlands are full of misses today. Scorch!
Just like those fucking archers.
Useless. Okay, well, Scorch already has a bad haircut from some fire.
That's true.
And he's already still fairly pretty wounded, so I just want Scorch to move back up the tunnel a little bit and hang back.
Okay. All right.
We haven't had time to find Scorch a toupee yet.
True.
No, but we did talk about a moss toupee.
Yes. He will look so regal.
All right. Braz is up at the top of the order this time.
Cool. Oh, hold on. My fantasy grounds is being weird.
Yeah, it's being really laggy today. It's being that way for me too.
Yeah, all of that initial damage from the bomb, he rolled like a solid minute before it actually showed up in our
Yeah,
feed.
it took a moment.
All right. Mine's not responding right now. I don't know if our lovely GM would like to just roll a couple alchemist fires for me.
I sure can.
My biggest one
Your biggest one. Okay.
should be towards the top of my list.
I assume the greater.
That's the one.
Okay. All right, Braz, where are you? You are targeting. Oh,
And
here.
let me know how I do, because I can't see anything right now.
Jeez.
It's just
Okay.
white and says not responding.
Let's see. The first one was a miss. Second one was a hit, though.
Heck yeah.
Nice. All right, so that lands. It does some persistent fire. Then are you doing anything for your third action?
No, it takes an action to build them, so.
Okay, so you're whipping up some more. Okay, cool. All right. Brings us to Asho once again with magical hand crossbows. She kind of frustratedly jams them in there and lets off another shot. And then a little cheer as this one strikes into Thessica here. Shoots a second time. Total whiff on that one. Oof, total whiff on the other two. Got him at least once, though. Thessica. All right. Thessica. Thessica, on the initial part of her turn, you see her quickly whipping up some alchemical. Oh, looks like your thing crashed. It just said you disconnected. Oh, then you're back.
Yeah, I'm getting back in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you see her quickly whipping up some alchemical things from, she's grabbing pinches of powders and whatnot from her various things dangling on her belt. And she once again throws another earthen blow bomb kind of into the middle of everybody here. So everybody, all right, wait, I can just have her roll this again. I'm already still targeting everybody. All right, who do we got for criticals this time?
Yo, you're critical.
All right,
Don't
so
hurt me.
Braz, Grotus, Scorch, Asho. Looks like everybody.
I hate this bitch so much.
Everybody but Honker. Honker, you're good. Everybody but Honker. Roll a fortitude. All right, Grotus, you're good. You kept your footing.
If I succeed, then I critically succeed on those saves.
Nice. Okay.
Don't know if that matters this time.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay, I'm
Maz.
back in. Can you say share the map to me again?
Oh, yes, of course. There you go. All right, Maz, Braz, you are both prone. And then let me get to Asho and... let's see, Asho is... Wait, where's her fortitude? I didn't add that in. Asho's fine. She keeps her footing. And then Scorch. I don't think that's enough. Yeah, that's not enough. Scorch is knocked prone. Okay. Goblins and Scorch are prone. Everyone else is still on their feet. And For her last action here, Thessica strikes at Grotus with one of her stony claws here. Just detarget everybody. There we go. Whew. All right. Claws at Grotus here. Getting a critical hit. Honker.
Honker will this time. Let's try. All right. Yeah. Okay, so I will run up to Thessica as I'm saying, "Leave them alone. I'm gonna murder you." But like as I'm saying, like I'm gonna murder you, it's
Mhm.
like multiple voices that start
Ooh.
saying it.
Okay.
It's like grow a bunch of mouths, and I
Do you imagine her for creepiness here?
right, and that's why I love like feet combos. So I have the reach feat, so I don't actually have to touch her to do this
Okay.
attack somehow. But I get closer and I bite her with a bunch of mouths. Like they like stretch out kind of comically out of me, but it
Mm.
looks like worked wood. And then it chomps down on her and then they come back in. Let me roll
Okay.
on. That's just raw damage, no save. Chomp chomp, Thessica. I'm
Oh.
hungry.
Beautiful.
God damn.
That'll be my whole turn.
All right. Miles, you're on your butt.
Is it? Do I just have to spend a turn getting up?
Yeah. If you're just like since you're just putting out like grapple or anything, you just got like knocked on your ass.
Okay. Then I will stand up as my turn.
Well, it takes one action. It doesn't take your whole turn.
Oh.
So you just have less actions to do other stuff because you had to use an action to get off your ass.
I see. Um. So if I have an action that says that I make a strike with one of my melee weapons, is that just like I just attack with one of my melee weapons?
Yeah. What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna get up and then immediately kneecap her.
Okay.
It's a goblin trait.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay. All right. What additional does that do?
So it on a hit it'll make the target take a negative 10-foot status penalty to speed and a negative 15-foot on a critical hit.
Ooh. Okay.
Right.
All right. Roll it up. Nice.
Yay.
Just imagine you guys just running around like kneecapping people, shooting laser eye beams out of your faces. Just
Yeah, we're really freaking cool.
And then I'm gonna attack her again.
Yep. Nice.
So yeah, she now has a negative 10-foot status penalty to speed.
Nice. All right. Grotus.
All right. She's slowed down, beat up a little bit, and she's flat-footed because she successfully hit me with a
Correct.
melee attack.
She did. Mm-hmm.
So no fainting, no deception required, just starting with the straight-up flurry of blows.
Choosing violence immediately.
Kick her ass, Grotus.
Nice. That's a hit. Let's go.
Partially resisted.
Well, she does have a lot of stone.
Okay.
That seems to be part of her body.
Mm-hmm.
If both of these hit, then they count together for the purpose of fuck it.
Damn. Well, we'll find out what that is another time.
Oh man.
Yeah, we unfortunately are a party with lots and lots of physical damage and not as much of the magical.
Fuck you talking about? I just ate someone's face.
Yeah, but you're like the only one. The rest of us just blow shit up and hit things.
Yeah, but I'm good enough to like make up for that. I'm Honker.
That's true.
You are Honker.
A stumbling feint at her.
All right, that one does work.
Now it's time for off guard again.
All right.
Goddamn. That's my turn.
All right. All right. So this other Zolgath that was up on the wall continues moving down the wall. It was a pretty decent ways up. So it's still about probably like 20 feet above everybody up on the wall of this place. And it, since it saw you initially, Honker. Let's see, that shouldn't be targeting her. Oops. Target. Come on, fantasy grounds. There we go. Okay.
Is it doing something to me? I assume.
Yeah, it is.
Does it have a vocal component?
No, it's just like it's throwing a dagger at you.
Okay. Yep.
There we go. Come on. Misses. All right. And it throws one more for its last action here. Misses. Darn. You can get it out of the way of both of those.
It had ooze in its eye. Couldn't see very well.
It definitely does. Scorch.
Okay, I actually want Scorch to move even a little bit further back.
All right, Scorch is prone. So I guess, yeah, one of the actions would be Scorch getting up.
Yeah, now I want to move back a little bit more.
Alrighty. Scorch moves. All right. Top of the order with Weird Zolgath on the wall. It uses its first action to move further down the wall and gets to the level of this terrace. And gets down here and once again tries tossing some more daggers. Actually, wait. No. Oh, wait, this would work. This would work. Okay. This Zolgath kind of rears back a bit. And then you see it, like, shoot this line of, like, resin in, like, a jet out in front of itself. This would be, let's see, from where this would be aiming, this would be Honker and Braz. That's going to roll this save on. Ooh.
No auditory component on this again.
No, it's just shoot and
that's
goo.
That's what I kind of figured.
Jesus.
All right, so it shoots this resin, this kind of resin erupts in a line out in front of it and kind of gets all over Honker and Braz. And you know it stinks. It's fucking terrible, and you kind of feel ill a bit from it. Brings us to Maz.
No, guys, do you think we should use the boom boom cannon on the wall monster?
Yes.
I like when things go boom.
Okay. I take out my petrification cannon.
Nice.
All right.
And I point it at the Zolgath on the wall.
Okay.
I forget if what this has.
Let me take a look at that because we haven't looked at that thing in a hot second.
It's been a hot minute since we've played with that.
Look, I'll take it out on just an average day. It just says I can use it once an hour.
Okay.
At a target within 60 feet, the target must attempt a fortitude save.
Okay.
Against DC 34.
Okay. All right. Well, let me roll it up for you then. Let's see. Medium. Let's get his sheet up here. Fortitude. Come on. Okay, there we go. It does not beat a 34. It rolls a 21.
The Zolgath on the wall becomes a really pretty gargoyle.
It does, and it's got like especially with like all like the goo dripping off of it. It kind of looks kind of neat. It's it's some artistry. How'd they do that? Yes, it turns to stone.
Well, that takes care of that, and then I put my cannon back in my backpack because that totally is a thing.
Yep. Don't worry about where the items we carry are stored.
Not important.
Not important. Maz presses the E button and puts it back in her inventory.
And then I turn and I look at Theska and I'm like, what do you think about that? Are you gonna cry? Are you gonna cry like a little baby?
We're really bullying this person.
All right, Honker, you're up.
Oh, did that take all of my actions?
Yes, bullying takes a lot of action.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that up. And I'm just gonna say, yeah, you should cry like a little baby because we're gonna murder you. And I'm gonna eat your face. I don't even digest food. And that will be a Dirge of Doom, we'll say, on her. Scare her a little bit, as well as what's my other one? Yeah, we'll say it's an inspire courage too on the rest of the crew.
Nice.
Wrote it. I'll show it.
Nice, nice.
And then lastly, I'll throw a juggling club at her face.
Hatcha!
Nice.
All
Okay.
right.
That's my turn.
All right. Thessica is up. And she... Let's see, who's she targeting right now? There we go. All right, she turns to you here, Maz, and lays into you for petrifying her cohort here.
I mean, we really do have all this coming. We usually trash talk our enemies, but like
That's true.
not like this. Like this is just full on bullying, all because we don't like her name.
I mean, she's also ugly and smells, so.
All right, 1, 2, and 3. Whew. And let's see.
Oh man.
Indeed. All
I
right.
think she definitely made her cry.
A little bit. All right. So with that last strike, in addition, she grabs you, Maz, and picks you up. Probably by the neck, I would assume. Yeah.
By the scruff of the neck.
No, just straight from the front. Just choke and elevate. Grotus.
Yikes. I'm not going to let you do that. Unhand Mar Goblin. Whichever one that is, you better drop it now.
Can you not tell us apart?
There's 4 of you, okay? And your names all sound similar.
I didn't realize we had a secret 4th goblin friend.
I lose
Maz
track.
does not sound anything like Maz or Bros.
I don't know, Conker kind of has the disposition of a goblin.
When Grotus looks at the
spirit.
2 of them, Maz and Braz, and then there's Scorch running around, and his eyes are crossed, and he's stumbling around. It looks like there's at least 8 of them, maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean, Asha's also a goblin, so.
So yeah, he's just rolling with it, and with that deception.
All right. Ooh, not enough.
All right, our banter didn't distract her enough. Either way, flurry of blows.
Nice, nice.
All right, once again, my strikes count as magical.
Well, that's right. Yeah, because we ran into that when we fought the thing down in the basement here.
Yeah.
So those, yeah. So these should still just hit normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
Okay.
I should be able to type that into the properties of Stumbling Strike or traits.
Let me pull up your sheet here.
Because Stumbling Strike is like a thing I had to build.
Oh, right. Okay, let's see. Stumbling strike. Open.
Anyway, here's my second attack anyway.
Okay, let's see. Magical property or trait of Pathfinder.
Yeah, I've kind of wondered that with like my brilliant rapier because it says for the damage type piercing comma magic,
Mm.
but every time
Mm.
we attack something that resists physical, it still says partially resists.
Mm. Yeah, it looks like it does go in the traits. So let's try. Let me add that in there. Okay, just to test it, roll another attack roll on that. Wait, why did that not update? Hold on. Okay, so it did say magical. Okay, go roll the damage. Let me see if that still. No, it's still resisted. Okay, it's the type. Looks like it's the type. So where is it getting that from? Oh, down here. Okay, bludgeoning, magical. Or maybe it's just magic for there. Let's see.
It says, yeah, your unarmed attacks become magical, allowing them to get past resistance to non-magical attacks.
Okay. Try doing a damage roll one more time. Let me see if this. So I put that type. I might need to take. Okay, that's still. What if I take out bludgeoning and just have it be magical? Okay, try it again. See if that does it. Aha! Okay, I had to take out the bludgeoning, make it magical instead.
Okay.
Which means for the rapier, same thing. If I change that to just magic, then that should fix that problem. Cool. All right. Back to it. Gritus.
So my first strike hit,
Yep.
doing full damage. My second strike did not land. Doing another deception. I did deception, flurry. I can't do another deception. I can do a third desperate strike.
Okay. Damn.
That's my turn.
Okay. Scorch.
Staying put.
Okay. Asho. Close all these character sheets so I can see. All right. And crossbows. With a critical. Nice. All right. Shoots him with those. Loads up another hit. And one last go with a miss.
It's okay. Still a good job, Asho.
All right. Braz, you're up.
All right. Well, I don't need to be standing to throw shit at her, so here comes some alchemist fire.
She's just reclining comfortably on the floor. Just
Work smarter, not harder. But apparently it didn't work.
There was an attempt, and that is all that matters.
Yep. These are just low rolls. The rest of the
Well,
math is right.
let me hit her with some bullying. Hey, Thessica, you smell like farts.
Damn, got him. Well, Hessica takes that in tow, and you see her do a quick fashion of another alchemical bomb here, and throws it at the ground amidst y'all. Okay. So this one still kind of send it's similar to the other one. It still does these like waves of earth and stone, but these ones are like they seem to come up kind of spiked and do some damage as well. So let's see. Hitting Honker with a crit, Asha with a hit, missing Grotus, hitting Maz, and hitting Braz with...
That was a lot of dice.
That was a lot of dice. Whew, boy, okay.
Holy shit, look where she hit Honker with.
Yeah, that was the crit. Whew, big damage, big damage. 39 to Braz, 68 to Grotus, 63 to Asho, 120 to Honker, who is dead.
I'm dying. I'm not dead yet.
Well, yeah, you're dying.
Am
That is destroyed.
Well, I think it says destroyed because he's like a construct. But we'll say dying. And then Maz, who is also in dying status.
Oh,
Well,
wait,
I only
no,
had
hold
like
on.
26 health to spare at the time.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I might actually be... No, this might be... No. It's got to be equal or to greater than double your maximum.
Yeah, and I don't think that's not double your maximum. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not. That wasn't a gib situation. You didn't get jibbed.
Okay.
So let's
I mean,
see.
it's okay. You can do that can happen.
It can happen. Yep. All right, Maz, you are currently dying one. It's been a hot second since
Sadly,
people
this
died.
isn't the first time this has happened.
It has been a while though. Trying to remember if Pathfinder dying mechanics. I think it's similar, and you still have to like you roll some shit.
Is it the recovery check button?
Yes.
I don't think it's doing it.
Here, let me see if it lets me.
Oh, wait, you said I was at dying one, right?
Yes.
I wonder. Oh, yep, that's it. I had to enter dying one before it would work.
Okay, so you are stable. You're now wounded one. So wounded is.
She's not dying. Has 0 hit points. Is unconscious.
Okay, yeah. So you're just unconscious. Okay. So you still need to get some healing to get back up. Remember, guys, don't forget about your resonant reflections that you have in your pockets. Just so you know. I know they're on like another page, so they get forgotten about, but you do have some extra powers.
Where do we hide our stuff?
Scorch.
Just have him stay there.
Scorch is like, nope. All right, Honker.
Okay, so how do I roll this recovery thing? Where's that
Okay,
at?
put a 1 in the dying box. Since you're dying 1. And it's on your main tab of
Gotcha.
your character sheet.
Oh,
And then
roll that recovery
you can use your recovery check, yeah.
Okay, you are also stable. You stabilized.
Sorry, I did not mean to cough into your ears. I did hit mute, and I just didn't hit it.
No, you're good. You got most of it. So.
Where do you even find the reflections?
They are in your notes tab. In the miscellaneous tab.
Oh god, that's hard to read.
Yeah, I don't know why they made them that color. It's the 3rd tab.
Okay.
All right, and yeah, so that's Honker's turn. That guy is. Let me just delete him because he's turned stone. Braz.
All right, let me try to help my sister and my dear friend Honker.
Okay. I will say, Roz, I don't know if you noticed this one still in your list of alchemist stuff. One of your alchemist bombs is an elixir of life.
Nope, didn't know that.
So you do have a healing alchemical bomb.
Okay, well, my medicine check was good,
Yeah, your
right?
medicine check was good. So you can do some healing to 2 people. I assume Honker and
Yeah.
Maz. Okay, so go ahead and roll. That's a regular, so
Okay, so they each get 9.
plus 5, so 14. So Honker and Maz, you both have 14 HP now. Go ahead and adjust.
I did.
Okay. 28, so you'd be... I get Honker since I'm looking at them right now.
What was this elixir I had?
It's in your, like, just on your actions tab, like, with all your other alchemist bombs. It's right below your bottled lightnings and above your frost vial.
Surely I don't keep track of most of the shit that I have. Okay, let me look that one up because I don't remember how it works or what it does.
Well, it looks like it just is a flat healing 5d6 plus 12.
Okay. Well, I have to use an action to make it, so I can only give it to one of you at the moment. I'm gonna do it to Ma since she's closer to Thessica.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and target Maz and administer your elixir.
Okay, sorry, I had to untoggle Thessica.
Nice. Yeah, that's a pretty nice alchemical concoction
I
you got
can't
there.
believe I didn't realize I had that. That would have been so helpful.
Yeah,
So
I noticed that while I was going through fixing all of, like, the rolls for the other ones, and I was like, I wonder if she remembers she has this in there. Because that's a pretty nice heal.
I don't think about it because, like, I can heal people pretty well with my medicine checks. So.
Yeah, and this is a pretty good 5d6 plus 12. That's not bad at all. That's pretty hefty.
All right, that's my turn.
All right.
I'll try to help you next round, Honker.
I'm Honker.
He sure is. All right. Asho is hurting, but up. Let me get her rolls here. Fires up a shot. Hit. Oh my goodness, fantasy grounds, come on. There we go. 1. A miss. And a miss. Okay. Rotus.
Let's go this. That thing that she did.
Mm-hmm.
That was a magic that hit us all. What was that attack? That was a magical hand crossbow?
That hit was an alchemical bomb. But it was like an earth element.
Okay, that's right. Sorry, I got a little mixed up.
Yeah.
But all right. Just trying to verify. I cannot justify that makes her flat-footed.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, deception to start it off. So really need that off guard to help me hit.
Mm-hmm. No.
Wow. Well, first strike. Not a flurry, just a regular strike in this one.
Yep.
All right.
That's a hit. Cool, and it is working. Nice.
Nice. Now the deceive one. All right. Flurry of blows coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Woo! Let's go! Nice. Good stuff. Oof.
So that was 2 actions altogether, and no, I did a failed deception, so that's 3.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Top of the order here with Thessica. All right, Thessica on her turn. She, you hear her like say something that you don't understand, and she turns into stolid stone like a statue. And Maz, you are still being lifted up in the air by your neck. You are immobilized because her hand has turned to stone around you.
Oh boy.
So for immobilized, you would either have to damage the statue enough to break it, or succeed at a DC 36 acrobatics check to escape. All right, Grotus.
Deception.
Okay.
No.
Nope.
Flurry blows.
Okay. A miss.
Oof.
A miss.
Oof the boof. I'm gonna quaff a potion
Okay.
in the place of that instead of that last desperate one here. I got healing potion, moderate. Actually, I'll save that one for somebody worse shape than me. I use a lesser.
Okay.
That does 2d8 plus 5.
Yep. Standard medicine check amount. All right, 15.
All right.
Go ahead and fix yourself up. Scorch.
Sitting like a good boy.
Sitting like good boy. Honker, you are alive.
Honker will like kind of look up and take in what they're seeing.
Yeah, Maz is being lifted up and choked by Thessica, who is currently a statue.
Okay, so it says this spell I want to do says targets up to 2 creatures.
Okay.
And what can that target self?
I guess you could. I mean, it's up to 2, so it could
Okay.
just be 1
Okay.
if you wanted it to. But
Okay.
yeah, I assume.
So I'll take everything in. I'll target myself and Maz
Okay.
with collective transposition.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
And so you teleport the targets to new position within the area. We just got to fit within the area.
Ooh, okay.
And unwilling creatures have to roll, but I assume Maz is willing, and I'm of course willing. So I'll
Maz, are you
teleport.
willing?
I don't have much options here.
Fair.
I did the calculations. I would have to roll an 18 in order to get out.
All right, where are you heading, Honker?
So like if I can, as long as I can see like over here where I moved my token.
Yeah, that's just the top of the
That's
stairs.
where, yeah, just kind of teleporting us to like a little bit of a safer location for now, because we're, I know we're both like been pretty fucked up.
Yeah, you are.
So,
Cool, good move.
so that's one, and then Honker will kind of fall on the ground, and well, he's like he never got up, but he kind of like does that, and his entourage all looks, and in like all their multiple voices, they'll say to Thessica, "You shouldn't have done that. Do you know how you can tell that your mother didn't love you? She named you Thessica."
Oh,
Oh, darn.
And that'll
fucking
be a
sick
dirge
burn.
to doom.
Nice.
That's my turn.
Okay. All right.
Look, somebody had to say it to her.
Yep. Maz, you're up.
Needs to know.
Okay. I will come up with a different plan of action. Since I am now over here, I am going to.
We do have battle medicine.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm going to do battle medicine, and since I can do it on up to 2 people, I'm going to do it on both me and a hunker.
Yep. Sounds good.
And I just roll a medicine check, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, that's a success. Almost a critical, but a success.
2d8.
2d8 plus 5.
Okay, so we both get 16 back.
Sweet. All right, Hunker Miles, go ahead and apply accordingly.
16.
16.
I'm in the green again.
Yeah.
Yay!
24 minus 16 is 8.
Yeah, 108.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. All right. Anything else aside from your medicine check, Maz?
Yeah. Well, Thessica isn't technically in my line of sight anymore.
That's true. You guys are kind of over behind the.
So I think that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Okay. Taking a breather. All right, Braz, you're up.
All right. Well, since those two moved out of the way, I'm going to go back to trying to blow this bitch up.
She is still currently stoned. Hey! All right, so you check this alchemist fire and it explodes. Like she is currently stone, but that the explosion of it still does like damage, chipping off pieces of it here and there of her statued form.
That's my turn.
Okie dokie. All right. Rasho bloodied a bit. Loads her crossbows. And shoots. Hits. There we go. All right, hits. And she uses her second action to...
Oh man, I messed up, Mook.
What's up?
She should have been taking 1d8 persistent bleed this whole fight.
Oh,
Since I
from
put
your
her.
blood feast?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'll remember
I think
to
that would
catch
have
that
been...
like on the consecutive rounds.
Okay. All right, so Asho comes over to you two, and you see her kind of pull some medical gear, or it's like some medical bandages and stuff out of her bag, and she kind of looks at you both and says, "Well, we usually work with the dead, but this works pretty fine on the living as well." And she does a medicine check to try to heal you up a bit, Maz. D20 plus. It's a success. All right, Maz, go ahead and heal yourself up for 15 more.
Okay.
From Asho helping you out. That'll be her turn. Braz, you're at the top.
Oh boy, me again.
Nope. That's
Right.
what I wanted to do.
Try to blow her up.
You keep rolling those 14s, they're one too low.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh. Even with them fixed, we can't catch a break.
Well, she's pretty strong.
Yeah, she does have a pretty high AC, being partially stoned. Some.
Not for lack of trying.
Indeed. Alright. Asho. She again tries to do some more medicine onto you, Honker, since you are looking pretty rough as well. That is also a success. Honker is also healed for 15. And she decides to stay back over here. Grotus.
Let's do it. Just got to continue raining the blows, right?
Yeah, it hasn't gotten back around Athesica's turn yet, so she is still currently stoned.
Okay.
So I guess if you're doing any sort of deception or anything, that doesn't really matter because she can't move right now.
Okay.
So that would just automatically succeed, I guess, because can't really do much.
I mean, is she stone that is fixed to the ground right now?
Yes.
Could we separate her from the ground? How hard would that be?
You could try. I mean, it'd probably be pretty. Like she's kind of like her feet are kind of fused into the ground. So it'd probably be quite a bit of effort.
Yeah. Another monk with a different skill set would have had her over the ledge by now. For your blues.
That's a hit. Very nice. Oof.
Oh.
All right, still chipping off pieces of herself.
Be my last lesser healing potion for now.
Okay.
So healed 20 altogether. That's a good roll. I like that.
Yeah, for 2d8s, that's a nice one. All right. Thessica, you kind of hear this sound as she undoes whatever it was that she cast to turn herself into a statue temporarily, and she returns to her normal form, which is still fairly stony, but not fully a statue. And you can see the parts where you guys chipped off the statue, wounds and things from where that damage was done. And she, for her second action, wait, she is frightened, so she only has 2. So her second action then is she's gonna claw at Gross. She comes out of this statue form, and like immediately the claw that was like still outstretched, where it was like choking Maz before Maz got teleported out of there, whirls around to slash at you, Grotus. With a hit. Come on. There we go. All right, hit.
Your son did what you did.
So her claw comes around, hits you, and she grabs you, Grotus.
Once again, you've fallen for my trap. Struck me with a melee blow. It's almost over for you.
All right. Maz, you're over here.
I am. Let's see. I'm gonna move myself in between them
Okay.
and do battle medicine on both of them.
Cool. All right. Go ahead and roll medicine.
Oh,
I mean, it still succeeds barely.
does it still succeed on a nat 1?
Does that even? I don't think nat ones don't really exist in Pathfinder like D&D does.
Okay.
Because they go,
Whatever the,
yeah, because they
whatever
go off
the
of
DM
like,
says.
yeah, because they go like critical miss, like they have like ranges instead of just.
Yeah, crits are bounded rather than hard.
Yep. All right. 8, so 5, 13 to Grotus and Braz. Go ahead and heal accordingly. Anything else, Miles? Do you have one more action?
Nah, I think I'll stay right here.
Okay. Scorch still just staying in the weeds.
Yes.
Okay. Honker.
Honker's entourage like steps forward and they all grow the go-go gadget mouth to do the touch spell from a distance and hit her and like chomp all over her again.
All right.
Don't forget that persistent
I don't think we got to worry about
bleeding.
that.
And then
Oh.
It was
Honker
also on
walks
fire.
over
Yeah, and she was
and
also on fire.
he says, "We have to keep our promise." I don't know. I don't know if we're out of combat, but if we are, then I eat her face.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah, that's one thing you can say for Honker. They always keep their promises.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So.
She was a tough bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was some nasty hits.
Raj, you should steal all of her alchemy stuff.
You bet your ass I'm gonna steal her alchemy stuff.
I mean, she has it all nicely in those belts. You can just steal her clothes.
Put it all in my backpack.
Backpack.
In my sensible Jan sport.
All right. So, let's see. If you're searching her for stuff,
Yep.
let's see. Oh, here we go. There we go. They gave me a list. Let me just put these in the priority sheet. So, most of these are alchemical things. I gotta drag these one by one. Looks like that's gonna make me drag them one by one. Okay.
Sometimes Fantasy Grounds is just a bitch.
Yeah, so it hasn't had a really laggy day like this in a while, but let's see. All right. So we have, let's see, an acid flask, greater, infused. Her goggles that she was wearing that appear to be some kind of alchemist goggles. Come on. Oh boy. There we go. Okay. Alchemist goggles. Infused greater alchemist fire. Some alchemist tools. Okay, I'm gonna close this window here. Maybe that'll help. There we go. Did get those? No. Okay. Tools. A brew that you don't quite recognize. A formula book. There we go. A couple of greater frost vials. A vial of greater quicksilver. A ring of stone shifting. And a Tanglefoot bag grater. There we go. Okay, those are all on the party sheet.
All right, I'm definitely putting those goggles right on.
All right, so the alchemist goggles. So these brass goggles are. Oop, there we go. Where'd they go? There we go. All right, these brass goggles are engraved with flame patterns and have thick, heavy lenses. While worn, they give you a +2 item bonus to crafting checks to craft alchemical items and a +1 item bonus to attack rolls with alchemical bombs. Nice! You can also ignore lesser cover when making strikes with alchemical bombs. Nice.
Okay, I took all her other shit too.
Yeah, this is the bras shit drops.
This is like a birthday party.
Yeah,
me.
this is a good time. Oh boy.
I was actually excited when you were telling us about us like battling her, because I'm like, oh, I bet we get lots of good shit from her.
Yeah, the thing is, out of everything, it's only the one moderate one. It's something you haven't seen before, so you're not sure what that one is. You'd probably have to do some. I guess if you want to roll like an alchemy check or arcana, yeah, arcana check, not alchemy check, arcana check. You can see if you can identify this. That's a 20. Nice. All right, let's identify that. So the one you weren't sure what it was is a Bravo's Brew Moderate, which basically, like when you're examining it, you notice this smells a lot like a beer, because it kind of is. It's a flask of foaming beer that grants courage for the next hour after drinking this elixir, which gives you bonuses to will saves.
Oh yeah, I have that.
Oh, you do have that. Oh, never mind. I guess you just knew what it was.
Can you tell me more about her ring, though?
Yes. Okay, so the Ring of Stone Shifting. So 3 times per day, if you are standing on at least 5 feet of earthen material, such as stone, soil, clay, or sand, you can sink into the ground and emerge at another location within 100 miles. And the location must have an earthen surface at least 5 feet deep, and you must be able to identify the location precisely by both its position. So it has to be like somewhere you know. But yeah, basically you can shift yourself through the earth to get places, which seems to be probably how she was getting to that like sanctum room in the middle of the tower. She could just like shift through the stone. It's probably also how she was getting to some of the other rooms of the other towers that you guys have fucked up on your travels here, shifting between them.
Okay, and her alchemist tools, is that anything I don't already have?
No, I think those are just a standard alchemist tool set, which you have had since the beginning of the game. Yeah.
Well, I will leave those up. But then I see there's one more unknown alchemical item in the party sheet.
Go ahead and roll. That's not from this. I think that was just in there, but go ahead and roll an Arcana check for identifying that one. Cool. All right. So that other one that was in the party sheet, Salamander Elixir. Salamander scales withstand fire for 24 hours. You are protected from the effects of severe heat and protected from extreme heat. Nice.
Okay, and then I don't want her formula book because, I guess unless there's anything special in it, because pretty much everything she had is all the stuff that I already make myself.
Yeah, let's see if there's anything else in here. No,
Unless it's
nothing.
got secrets in it.
Let's see if there's any other notes about that. No, this seems to be mainly an alchemical book. So from where you guys are, there is still the other hallway back up to the east. If you go back in and then turn east. Below you, down the stairs, you see the other group seems to have successfully defeated whatever crystal golem shit was down there. So they seem to be in a good spot as well. You gonna go check out that other part of the tower?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the map back up here. Okay. So you head down the hallway here to the east. It eventually veers north and then splits in two. The hallway continues a short way to the east where there is a door barring your way. And then the hallway also continues to the north and appears to open into a larger room.
Head to the larger
Um,
room.
I want to look at the door though.
Okay. All right, you go and check out the door over here. It appears to be a pretty sturdy wooden door, and it is locked. But at least from what you can kind of see, just like there is like a little kind of grate at the kind of upper part of the door. There seems to be like a small room on the other side of this door.
Do I hear anything behind the door?
Roll a perception check.
Do we want to do like medicine checks on each other before we open doors?
A good point.
Well, I also have those elixirs I can make.
That's true.
Did I hear anything?
Oh yes, you do. You hear. You hear like someone like you hear breath and you hear like the faint sound of like chains.
Okay.
While she's listening, I'm gonna heal up Hunker and Grotus.
Okay. All right.
Hunker, I'm gonna do one more on you.
Nice.
Okay, I think everybody's in the green now.
Yeah, it looks like everybody is. Yep.
It sounds like there's someone chained up behind the door.
Hmm.
Should we open it? Maybe it's one of the townspeople.
Oh yeah, got to free them from bondage. Unless they're into it, then we got to keep them in tighter bondage.
I mean, if we free them, the mayor might give us money.
Or we might get a new weirdo for our traveling band of family weirdos.
That's true.
Hey,
I
Sam.
like friends. Okay, I try and pick the lock.
Okay. Go ahead and do a thievery. All right, that successfully goes through. Second here. Okay. All right, so you open this door, and beyond there's a small isolated chamber. It is dark and dirty. There is a pair of iron manacles that has been attached to a python driven into the wall, and there is a single prisoner here with both arms and both ankles manacled. It appears to be a humanoid woman. She seems mostly human, but when you look at her, she has kind of some strange, slightly reptilian features to her. Um, and her skin at times seems to have like a scaly resemblance, but not like all over her. And she, when you open the door and she sees you, she immediately like calls out and begs to you, "Oh, please! Finally, you're not one of them. Please take me out of here."
Who are you? Yeah, we'll get you out of here. But yeah, you can use that time to tell us about who are you, what you doing here.
Okay. So you're gonna need to whoever's working on the locks in here. You're gonna need to do 4 separate thievery checks for all of the manacles.
Yeah, that would be me.
So go ahead and do that.
You?
So while you're working on the manacles, she says, "Well, I can't say I've seen any of you around the town here before, but I'm Alika. I'm from Turpin Row nearby. I was captured by some white-eyed dwarf, and there was someone named Thessica who was supposed to examine me, but the dwarf said that he was going to take my brain when Thessica was done with me. It's certainly not anything pleasant."
Well, Thessica's dead.
Dead.
We haven't met this dwarf though, but Thessica's gone. We
I
killed
ate her
her.
face.
He did. It was great.
You did? That's kind of horrible, but I mean, good riddance.
Trust me, she would have done a lot worse to you.
She would have eaten your brain.
Well, if it was either her or that dwarf creature. I don't know what he was, but he was going to get me whenever she was done with me.
Tell us about this dwarf creature. It seemed like he was calling the shots.
No, Thessica was the one calling the shots, but he had some sort of strange interest in the brain. I don't know what it was, but he captured me, and I think the only reason I'm still alive is because I look like this. People always kind of made fun of me and stuff growing up. I'm not really sure why I look this way, but I guess I was similar enough to them that I was interesting, at least for some sort of study or something, I guess. I'm not entirely sure.
It
But
kind of sounds like the guy that was probably responsible for killing the satyr. Aren't those creatures supposed to look like halfling drow or something?
you recall it is correct. It had been described that whatever the creature was that was doing something with brain stuff was a darrow, which is, yeah, basically like a Darklands gnome, halfling, dwarf thing.
I wonder if he's the person responsible for all those nightmares too.
Well, it might be worth looking into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I never told them really anything. I didn't really want to speak, but I mean, since they seem to be interested in, well, the way I look, and the I never told them the things that I can do sometimes too. I've always been able to speak with snakes, and I don't know why. And I can, well, like I can transform myself into a snake for a few minutes at a time if I'm if I'm not like chained up like I was.
Wait. You talk to snakes? What do snakes like to talk about?
Oh, well, I mean, it kind of depends, I guess. I mean, if we come across one, I can always chat one up, but yeah, I don't really know where this came from. I've always been like this ever since I was a little girl.
That is amazing. I'm gonna have to introduce you to Mr. Tickles.
Yeah, we got a snake friend at the circus.
You're from the
Mr. Tickles
circus?
is super cool, and you will like him.
You say you're from the circus? Oh, I guess if you're from the circus, that would be why I've never heard of you before or seen you around town.
Yeah,
What are you doing
like
here at the tower? I mean, you rescued me, but like, why are you here at the tower?
Well, you
People keep
see,
asking us
political
to do
figures
things.
keep asking us to save their towns. It's a little annoying, but they give us money and stuff.
apparently all the law enforcement everywhere is just completely incompetent. So they ask clowns to do it.
Would it be? I mean, I don't really have much of a place to go back to. Would it be all right if I went with you?
Yeah.
We have a habit of collecting new friends.
You do indeed.
You're gonna love the circus.
I believe I have a picture of her. Oh, here we go. Top right.
Okay.
Okay, other than Maz, this person is officially my best friend.
Understandable.
Well, nobody can take Maz's place. That's a whole different tier of best friend.
Is it safe to leave? You said you hadn't seen the white-eyed dwarf. Can I? Do you know the way out of here? Can I leave, or should I stay with you?
Well,
Stay with us.
yeah, there's some fighting going on outside.
Well, that's already the other group down the stairs finished with the golems out there, so she could go out to the villagers.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Well, you know what? We'll leave it up to you. You can either go outside to our other friends or you can stay with us. Whatever makes you feel safer.
Well, I mean, it's all the same. I'd rather like to get out of here, so I think I'll go outside and breathe the fresh air a bit.
Understandable.
All right, so she heads out of the cell here, which means the other way to go would be this other room to the north.
Alright, I guess we should probably finish looking through this place.
All right, so you head to the north here. And in this room, as you guys like kind of turn up the hall this way, the smell of decomposition is strong in this low-ceilinged chamber, and it is sparsely furnished, but it has. It almost looks like you walked into like someone's like ransacked house. There's like ratty, flea-bitten furs that make like a makeshift bed. There's warped, salvaged planks that are between stacked bricks that have shelves of glass jars that line them, and each jar has like a fleshy-looking lump inside of it. Near the shelves is a poorly cleaned skull of a bull that appears to serve as like a stool or some kind with another bit of planking on top of it. And there's a stack of bricks that serves as a crude writing desk. And as you, like, when you guys enter the room from the south, there is someone sitting at the desk on that skull, kind of writing away at some kind of notes and like mumbling to themselves.
Hey, you.
The person sitting at the desk kind of lets out this frustrated, like, yeah, and rolls around and sees you all standing there and says, Who the hell are you? What are you doing here? Where's Tessica?
Oh, she's
I
dead.
ate her face.
Well, if you wouldn't
She's
mind, I
inside
have
of me.
important research to do. Tessica, unimportant. Whatever. She had her own goals. I have my own research to do.
Well, she's not important. Why'd you ask about her?
Well, she was the one in kind of running things around this place.
Well, now we run this bitch.
Yeah. So you gotta tell us,
We
since
think we
you
left her.
run things, like, what do you know about a, oh crap, what are they called again?
The what?
What? Zolgath?
No, the
Aeon Stones?
the the wide-eyed gnome thing.
That's them.
No, this is that guy.
Huh?
They are
Hey, buddy.
white-eyed.
Oh, I thought we were. Oh,
This is the guy. Hey, buddy. We'll give you Thessica's brain if you tell us more about what you're up to around here.
Roll a...
yeah. Tell us about your dreams.
Deception, performance.
I mean, is it deception? We will gladly give him.
Yeah, I guess
Right.
that's good. Yeah, I'd say performance if you're just gonna give him a brain, and then probably deception if you're not.
Oh, my plan is to get information out of him before we like Batista bomb his ass.
Okay.
I'm actually thinking we should get our looting sack ready. I want to put this guy in a bag and throw him off the ziggurat.
Beautiful roll.
Very nice.
Yeah. I've actually preserved it quite well in this sack of mine. I'll show it to you post haste, but please, I need to know more about what's happening here. I'm fascinated by the lines between life and death and the mind and spirit and body.
All right. So with your role, your mention of that line between life and death and the mind and the body, you see them kind of nodding a little bit along with this. They're like, yes, you understand. Interesting. Yes. Well, I mean, if Jessica's gone, I mean, I'm certain she had some interesting abilities that could come. Yes, I mean, maybe that could help. That could help with it.
Before you get the brains, tell us what you do with the brains.
Yeah, we're not gonna give up a perfectly good brain for nothing.
Well, see, and he's kind of, or I guess, oh sorry, she get Jana. She's kind of talking like at you, Grotus, since she feels like you understand this, and she kind of goes over to these like various jars that are along this plank over here, and says, it's all part of trying to find a way to safely exist on the surface. For a lot of people that are down in the Darklands, like myself, we cannot go out into the sun. It burns. It hurts. The light, the heavens, they curse us. But I think that there is something in the surface dwellers, in their mind, something that I can synthesize, something that I can consume or craft into something that I can take to become immune to this and live safely on the surface.
Well, your goals are honorable, but your research and scientific and academic ethics are deplorable. Get in the bag.
Are you doing something with said bag?
I mean, take a look at this bag. Here's the brain. And I'm gonna, yeah, this is the peak of the deception, which is to get her to like peer into the sack, and then signal Honker and friends to like whoop.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm all
Put
about
her in
that.
the sack?
Yeah.
I'll
Okay, I'll
take
try
it.
to collective transposition her into the sack.
Why do you gotta take the
Or
fun
him.
out of everything?
Yeah, I'll try and cast that spell on them. I assume they're unwilling, probably.
Yeah, they would be unwilling.
Oh, sorry, I have a ton of people targeted. I meant to just, maybe we just take whatever the first roll is.
Let's see, 33. Okay. Or wait, not yet.
No, if
Oh,
we're
Asha. Oh,
being
sorry,
honest
17,
with
17. Oh,
ourselves,
17. Asha, that's right,
yeah,
Asha.
it was 17.
Okay,
I'll
yeah, so
hero
failure.
point it.
Okay,
I'll
so
hero point
failure.
that. Let me untarget everybody,
Okay.
and then I'll try and reroll. Okay.
All right. So, let's see. Will DC 28. Roll.
Oh, it didn't roll it.
That's okay. I'm rolling it on them. Does it give me where is there? The bonus for that is all right. They roll a 32, so they succeed the save.
Okay, fine. How about that?
Can I tip her in the bag now?
Browser going for, say, athletics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's put this bitch in a bag. What am I rolling here?
I'd roll like athletics. $20. All right. That is enough. You kind of catch them by surprise. And, you know, while Honker's trying to do this teleport thing, Braz, you kind of just rush in and like, and duck
Kind of
them.
brute force still just works just fine, Honker.
Now Grotus is gonna run with this out to that ledge and just give her a good old heave ho. Actually, he's gonna do is spin it around more like the hammer throw, the hammer toss.
Okay.
Give it a good little whirl so she gets some
I'm not
distance.
sure if we're doing cool things or if we're trash people today.
I mean, considering my first thought was that I should back attack her and stab her in the base of her spine so she can't run away, we might be trash people.
We've bullied people. We've conspired to do terrible things. Honker ate a lady's face.
Mm-hmm.
Non-consensual brain research. No, nope, straight off the top of the tower.
Yeah.
Sorry. Straight to jail.
Yeet.
Can't do the time. Don't do the crime.
All right. So while Grotus is yeeting off of the
Roll for
tower
yeet.
out here, yeah, I guess roll for yeet. Not sure what that.
I mean,
would be.
technically, Grotus can wall run, so he could like do some really cool trick too while he's eating.
Yeah, he really could. Oh yeah, you're good. You're good. You it is yoted.
You eat it real good.
It has been yacht.
Woe to those who are yoked this day.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so while Grotus is doing this, the rest of you, if you want, you can look around in the room here.
Yeah, why not?
Maz is gonna look at the jars.
Okay. Good. And roll me a perception check.
Yeah, I'll look around as well.
All right. So you're looking around. You're looking at the jars, and you see that like you count through the jars, and there are like 47 different jars here, and pretty much all of them have like a little bit of something floating in them. If you wish, you can do a medicine check for that specific thing. But all of these are labeled, and they're labeled with things like, human,
Nat
shuni,
20 on medicine.
nice. You examine with the thing floating in here. These are all like the pituitary glands of a whole bunch of things.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh, so she was an endocrinologist.
So I say so. From looking at these are labels. So you see like human, shuni, cow, squirmy goat fey, and then one of them, which doesn't have anything floating in it yet, is labeled snake human hybrid.
Well, our new friend was definitely telling the truth.
Yep. Can I take a look? Are the notes still on the desk?
The notes are still on the desk.
I want to look at the notes.
All right, so you take a look, and it looks like Hunker as well. You guys are taking a look over these various notes that are scrabbled on a variety of pieces of paper. So a couple of things you find in here. One, primarily the notes are about various species and the brain, what they term the brain source, and it seems that Ginjana here was fixated on overcoming the inborn Darrow aversion to the surface world's sun, and believes that survival in sunlight may be tied to this brain source gland. And you find other things in the notes about how excited they were to relocate to the surface in recent months, because they would be able to collect specimens from a variety of uplanders. You also find, and Honker, the ones that you're looking at here, there's a couple of recent pages in their notes that discuss some unexplained deaths among the Zolgaths recently. Each of these deaths occurred while the Zolgaths were asleep. The Zolgaths haven't been alarmed by the deaths, it seems, because they just considered, it was probably just some hazard of relocating to the strange surface world. But the notes that Ginjana took here seem to indicate that they think there's something more at work with those. And after studying the corpses of several of the Zolgaths that were afflicted with this and finding no physical damage, they have concluded that the culprit may be a planar fiend called a night hag.
Well, that sounds like something suspicious enough to be the culprit for our nightmare giver.
Yeah, and there are further notes on this topic that you find here, Honker, where they spend several pages rhapsodizing about how fascinating it would be to obtain the brain source from a night hag, and has like some notes about some kind of beginnings of a plan to try to locate this night hag and ensnare them. There isn't too much on that aside from trying to identify the hag's base of operations, which they note can be found by finding a special gem called a Heartstone. And Ginjana has ascertained that whatever this night hag's Heartstone hasn't been hidden in any of the Aeon Towers. So they assume that the fiend might be working from one of the Uplander settlements where there's more victims available for her, and that she may have probably hidden the gem in the home of some key victim whose soul she is patiently corrupting before claiming it. And while the Darrow's planning was inconclusive, it's this kind of rings some alarm bells in all of you guys' heads.
Yeah.
Osha, I think we may have a lead for Mr. Vandy, but you may want to look at these notes.
Indeed. And there is also a little bit of loot around in here among all of the kind of gruesome stuff. There is a ruby ring. There is a pouch full of some sort of dust. You're not entirely sure what it is. That would take some identifying. There is a type of acid that you find. There is a flask with some kind of oil. You're not sure what it is. And there's also a set of panpipes.
Maz would like to take the panpipe. Just because of sentimental reasons.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, these are just, they appear to be just a regular set of panpipes. And if you are wanting to try to identify the two things that weren't, roll me some Arcana, and we'll see what we get out of those. Okay. All right, just barely. All right, so the oil in the flask is something called the oil of animation, which is a magical oil that you can rub onto a melee weapon to grant the benefits of the dancing rune. What's that? Oh, okay. A dancing rune or animated rune basically makes the weapon animated, and it flies autonomously and strikes your foes. So you can oil up a weapon to have it temporarily be an animate weapon.
That's cool.
And it looks like there's like a check that you roll on it, and if it like fails that check, then it turns back into just a regular weapon and loses its animation. But interesting. Okay.
I got a set of nunchucks that are really thirsty for that.
And then the other thing is you identify this as an alchemical substance, lich dust. It is dust salvaged from the remains of a destroyed lich that has paralytic properties, making it a valuable poison. So you assume with the paralytic properties, this is probably used in their processes of their little collection here. All right. And with that, with the information we got out of here, I think we'll probably call that good there for today. With some major facts we've been chasing across this whole damn place.
Took out a boss, threw a neutral-ish boss off the side of a giant tower.
Yep.
Learned some things. Great time.
All
I do
right.
feel a little bit better about being bullies after reading those notes. I don't feel like we're as big of trash people.
Good stuff.